And we're live. This is Ted Hicks from Late Night Parents. Ways to follow the show, latenightparents.com. The random multi-broadcaster is in the building. Tony D, we're taking this old school Periscope style, even though I never was on Periscope, but I've heard a lot about the platform, Tony. What's new? Tony, so I was asleep. I was asleep. I came home, decided to take a power nap. The power nap became a little elongated, and next thing I know, my phone is just on fire.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
Is it true? I heard you tried to break the internet tonight.
That wasn't
What
me.
is going on?
That wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that.
What in the world is going on with Tony D? Tony D, tell me.
Yes, sir.
If this isn't foreshadowing, earlier today, this episode, we named it the Amnesty Hour. Tony D. Wait, Tony D. Get your ass up here. Yo, what is going on, man?
Tell me.
Well, Tony.
A
few years ago, you jumped on as the lead host for LNP. Outside of that, you became the random broadcaster, the random multi-broadcaster.
I came up as a co-host. You invited me to be a co-host, which I am forever grateful for 2.5 years.
The main host.
I told Bathurst, I said,
Bathurst, I'm just here.
You got the clip. Go find it. You got the clip. He said, what? I said, yeah, I met Ted on your show. I talked about wanting to do a show. Ted said, wait a minute, would you ever co-host a podcast? I said, hell yeah. And I've been on ever since. So I'll always thank you for that.
Man, from there, Sunday Night Smoke.
Yeah.
From there.
You asked me, you told me that was your homeboy. He wanted to do a show.
Yes.
I said, listen, you do a show, you want somebody out there, let me know. I'll jump on with you. We've been running ever since. Yes.
I mean, it's been great. So you on Nonsense of the Nonsense. Nice run on there.
Glick,
Jeff. Big shout outs to you guys. See you sometimes on the Fireman Rich show with my guy, our guy, Rich Roberts.
Shout out to Fireman Rich, straight up.
Then I heard started doing monthly broadcasts on All About the Joy.
Yes.
Shout out to Carmen.
Yes. We'll see how that goes.
I think it's good. I think it's a good mix because the great thing about you is you can flow with a lot of people, a lot of different circles and everything that's like that. So that's good. So I'm happy about that.
And I admit that I get spoiled from what we had on the previous platform, how we would all come together, different demographics, carry conversation without any drama. I found that to be priceless, and I choose myself to carry that on. Sadie, how you doing? Thank you for being here. I truly choose
how you doing?
That. I miss all of us talking about what's going on in the world. Some of us seeing the same aspects, some of us with different aspects, but always willing to talk to each other about it to get a better understanding over just trolling. That has always been priceless to me. I can't stop being that way.
Okay. So I didn't get to see tonight's extravaganza. I will watch it. I will watch it. I did want to watch because I wanted to jump in and razz you guys a little bit. So, well, that's good. I'll watch that. So we're on. It's late.
Yes.
It's 12 a.m. plus. It's a new day and everything else like that. Dude, I don't know about you. I was rocking and rolling all day at work. It was so hectic and so crazy.
I've had a very comfortable week because I'm in South Carolina for a conference.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have to do my normal work schedule. But what I have been doing is we've had training all week, past 3 days. Today was the last day, actually. Tomorrow's our travel day. I'm actually in DC. I don't have to get up early, so I'm up tonight with no problem.
Oh, okay.
I did. Yeah, we got back a little early, finished out, got a lot of what we need to get done, knocked out. Talked to met some good people, met some great people. Excellent conversations. A lot of, I want to say, fellowship, not necessarily a mentorship, because a lot of us were teaching each other. And I look forward to these. It's about interacting with people, same interest, common goal, more than one area, maintaining contacts, being able to help each other out, all of that good stuff. So this was good. I needed this. Truthfully.
It's good. So it's like a retreat?
Yeah. Not a retreat, just it's a conference. We came here, we had classes, teaching each other, refreshing on what we already knew. And it's for my union. So this was dope. This was dope. I wanted to be at this, so I got a lot out of it. They got us comfortable, fed us well. No disrespect to state council here. Big ups to everybody in this state. Big ups to the people who were here. We were all here for the same purpose. I think this is worth it. I can't wait till we do it again. Honestly.
It's good.
Yes.
I'm heading out of state next week. I've got a training, and it should be interesting.
JoJo.
There he goes.
Yo ass. I don't know what to do with you, though. I don't know what to do with you, bro.
There he goes.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, bro.
There he goes.
But, you know what? Let me go ahead and start the beat. You can't talk to me about no mixed martial arts until they stop fixing these damn fights. This is some bullshit.
It is.
I told your ass 3 years ago. They full of shit. You've been sitting
Mr. B is in the building with the moniker last week and still has me confused.
How he get knocked out and get a decision, bro? Come on, man.
Mr. B, how was your week?
It was good, man. It was good. Yeah, man, things got back in the rhythm. Had a full work week. Things were good. Just chilling. I had an appointment I went to yesterday. That was kind of crazy. No, was it yesterday? No, it was today. It was today. Because we got Montefiores over here in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
I went to this Montefiore all the way in Waters Place. Bro, it's like the most neatest, most efficient Montefiore spot location I've ever been to in my life. Like, yo, first of all, this joint is like they got Mercy College right there. Right across the street there. But yo, this thing is like it looked like a super campus, like some type of it looked like a Avengers headquarters or something like that, man. This joint was crazy. It got like a whole Tower 2 area, like a second building, and then it's the hospital itself, whatnot, the hospital and all that. But there's a law office in the building. There's a law office. There's an attorneys at law. Like, so if you get injured or something like that, I could go right in there, get myself a lawyer. We're gonna take this to trial, you know what I mean? Something like that. It's crazy, but other than that, yeah, it was good though. Good week. Can't complain. And the Steelers won tonight. Yeah.
They pulled it off. They pulled it off.
Tough game. But yeah.
I just want to let you guys know that Victor Wembanyama has officially removed the Slim Reaper moniker from KD and taken it from himself.
Yeah, I'm watching the
I'm
highlights
just gonna
now.
leave it there.
I'm seeing it now.
I'm just gonna leave it right there.
38
He was a beast tonight. So we got a little football. I didn't see any football. Joe, I just woke up. I came home.
Man was like, I'm gonna take this power nap real quick. Yeah.
And then 3 hours later.
Yeah, that happened.
You're gonna start believing me sooner or later, bro.
3 hours later, I'm like, what is going on?
Bruh.
I wake up to Tony D effectively breaking the internet.
Bruh, I seen I got the notification. So I'm like, all right, let me go see what's going on. Joyce was nice, man. And shit got crazy. It got crazy. Not without going too much into detail on here. Things just got crazy.
I haven't watched it yet.
Buttons were pushed.
Tony, any spoiler alerts that we should be aware of?
Let me go get my beer.
He's doing it again.
He basically says, hold my beer.
Oh, man. But yeah.
Yo,
Things
I
happen,
remember
man. Things happen.
when we first started streaming, and Tony used to say, spoiler alert. He would let us know, and I'm like, okay.
Let me go get my beer.
But yeah, I'll say too much. Yeah.
Tony, it was your big debut on another live stream.
Yeah.
Digital show. Was it as advertised?
Started off that way, yes.
Yeah. Not for nothing. It started and it ended off that way. It started and ended off that way. It was, for the most part, yeah. If
we had
you really take
a bit of a hiatus segment, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bit of
you said hiatus?
A hiatus.
Oh, hiatus. I bet you said a high hater segment. I was like,
no,
okay.
Hiatus, not high hater. No, hiatus. No, I ain't gonna do that. But the show was going good. We had a good flow. I think.
What was tonight's topic?
Well, it was going to be more of an interview about me, which I didn't mind because she wanted to introduce me to her audience, which that's always an honor when people want to introduce you to their audience.
So it was all about Tony D?
To start, just an introduction, and then we were going to go specific topics and give our input and everything. So it was cool. Like I said, it started off good and ended off good, honestly.
All right.
We can always carry these conversations, and we can always, took it back to the mature conversation aspect, if you will.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to JoJo with the messages.
Like I said, I haven't watched it yet, so I can't wait to.
Things caught me off guard, man. That's all I
can't wait to dig into it.
I'm going to quote, "What am I watching, and why can't I stop?" Yo, you had me rolling with that. I was like, oh my God, why can't I stop?
Yo, earlier, I was fake hating on you in our iMessage chat. Name tonight, Amnesty Hour. Because every time we would have an Amnesty Hour during the Hap year, I always envision Tony D like this in front of the camera. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on. Come on up here.
Don't be fooled, all right?
Yo. Couple of things. I'm not really going to talk about the World Series. Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer.
They swept them, didn't they?
Yo, they are World Series champs.
4-1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gentlemen sweep.
Yeah.
They are World Series champs.
I think it's like 4. Was it 4-1?
I don't even know.
Or I think it was just a job. I think it was a sweep. I think the score was 4-1, but yeah.
Low rated World Series. I mean, the minute you take any of the marquee teams out, people aren't really, checking for it.
Right.
Very, 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 very low rated series. But good for them. Glad they won. Glad the NBA is back. Mr. B is streaming on Twitch. I've got to connect this to, what's the name? Facebook.
4-1, you're right, Jacob. 4-1. It was 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, gentleman sweep.
Yeah.
I guess we'll jump right into it. Mr. B, I saw a travesty last weekend. I saw the linear champion look totally unprepared. We saw Francis Ngannou. I don't know if he overachieved. I don't know what it was, but Fury didn't look like we expected him to look, and he got put on the canvas, and somehow he won that match. I mean, we all know boxing is corrupt, but for you being the MMA guru, it was a great day to be an MMA enthusiast.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
your thoughts, my friend?
All right. Well, last weekend, that Riyadh season 2023 card, one of the best cards I probably think I've seen of boxing in quite a while, from top to bottom. Majority heavyweights, a lot of KO TKOs. It was a damn good card. If you paid for it, you got your money's worth from top to bottom. And that's a rarity to say in boxing nowadays. But fast forward all the way up to that main event, 3 things could be said. If Fury was going that way into fighting, had not had the Ngannou fight and was walking into the Usyk fight, which is supposed to be for December, but now we heard it may not be December, Usyk would have beaten him. I think so. If he was going in there the way he was looking in this fight against Ngannou, he would have walked in there like that, Usyk would have beaten him. Usyk probably would have got a stoppage. I'm going that far to say. Ngannou overachieved. They say he trained for 3.5 months in boxing. 3.5 months made you do that? Jesus Christ. Fury did not take him seriously. That was bad. The decision, though, and I had to watch this fight about 3-4 times. You could say Ngannou probably would have taken it, but when you look at the strike factors, there wasn't a lot of punches being thrown. But Fury kind of edged it on the punches landed. Fury kind of did what he did with the Wilder situation, where he got dropped, but he got up and he got to his basics, which is the range. He used the range and he used a lot of 1-2s instead of trying to bully, because he couldn't bully Francis no more. You seen he tried to put his weight on Francis, but Francis wasn't having that. Francis kept shrugging him off, pushing him off like he was a lightweight. And then, then all of a sudden, it was Tyson was trying to fight inside. When that third round came, boom, he got hit. Also, let's talk about Ngannou's head movement. The fact that he backed up and managed to back up away from like the end of Fury's punches. And the other head movement, the footwork, the fact he went southpaw instead of orthodox. And his left hand damn near caught Fury every round. That left hook caught Fury over the head in the third round, dropped him. Fury said it was in the back of the head. No, it wasn't. He got clipped and he fell straight up. But yeah, Fury landed a little bit more. He stayed in distance, not distance, range outside. He fought a lot more away from Ngannou instead, which is a rarity for Fury. Low output was a rarity for Fury as well. But he did barely enough. But I think if Ngannou would have just pushed a little bit, bruh, we would have had a mega travesty. Mega travesty. What's up, Rick? Yeah, we would have had a mega travesty for the world of boxing. Although right now, this whole week, it looks like you would think Tyson Fury passed away or something like that with the way people are acting.
Rick, what's going on?
He actually took the whole thing in stride. I actually did see that he was kind of cool with it. He would welcome a rematch.
Yeah. But a lot of people are like, oh my God, Fury lost. You know, Fury could have lost. Fury's an embarrassment. Fury's this. Da, 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 da. It was just so insane. And I see Teddy Atlas talking about it. Ariel Helwani was super happy, giving credit. And, you know, Ngannou made his money. Ngannou did what people thought, a good portion of people thought he wouldn't do. He got his fight. He left the UFC. He got his MMA promotion deal. He got his fight, his boxing fight with the guy, pretty much, Tyson Fury, because he's like the lineal champion and the WBC champ. He's undefeated. Damn near would have put a 1 on there. And got it in Saudi Arabia. Big props to Francis Ngannou. You see John Jones now trying to throw his name. Oh, you know, when this is over, I'm going to try to fight you. And I don't mind trying to get a fight with John, you silly dude, man. What is wrong with you, John? John, you're the guy who would have had Nike advertisement money had you not been taking on PEDs and not failed that drug test about a couple years ago. You silly man. You would have had the Manny Pacquiao deal had you not taken those drugs. Had you not. Nike would have been giving you 10 mil a fight. 10 mil a fight. You see, Francis is trying to get 8 million from the UFC. John would have been getting 10 million.
Yep.
From just Nike alone. Silly man. But it is what it is. Congrats to Francis Ngannou. All that cool stuff. Who's it? Arslan Makhmudov. Muradov or Makhmudov. Big props to him. He beat this dude up in 1 round. Oh my god. You want to talk about straight up savagery? That was awesome on that card too. And what's my other dude's name? Wardley? Yeah, Wardley's gonna be coming up. He's on the up and up. He got that win against Adelaide. Adelaide? Yeah. So I'm looking for him to get one more fight in the British. He said the British circuit. He'll fight one more guy in the UK, and then he wants to fight guys in the States. So I want to see what he does. Really good prospect. He's 15-0 now. So we'll see how he handles. Other than that, yeah, pretty good stuff, man. I think we talked. Did I talk about the Serrano fight? Yeah, the Serrano fight. Yeah, the Serrano fight on Friday. 12-round fight, really good fight. She retained her titles. I don't know what she plans to do next, but we wait and see. They announced was it Shadeja Green to fight Franchon Cruz Dezern. That's homegirl that fought Savannah Marshall for the super middleweight. No, for the for those middleweight titles. This is the middleweight titles, the super middleweight titles. So I'm looking forward to that. After that, they announced that fight is gonna happen. Shadeja Green is like who's it? Ann Wolf. She's like a she's like futuristic Ann Wolf right now. So I want to see how that's gonna go. But yeah, man, that's what's happening this week. There's a bunch of other stuff that's happening. Mr. My Balls is hot. He's fighting on Saturday. Against there you go. He's fighting Jalton Almeida live in Brazil. That's Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. You can catch that. Also on Saturday, Glory Collision is taking place. Glory Kickboxing heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven is going to be fighting this dude Ozaro out of Nigeria. Nigeria he won the heavyweight tournament. He was knocking out fools. He beat up his friend. Now he's going to fight Rico Verhoeven for the opportunity at the heavyweight title. BKFC got 2 events, one tomorrow, and then they got one on Saturday morning. But it's the BKFC, it's in Thailand. They got 2 legendary kickboxers fighting in a bare knuckle fight. Buakar versus Sainchai. Both of these dudes combined got over 400 kickboxing bouts, 400 Muay Thai bouts. Legends. I think Buakar probably got over 300 alone.
Wow.
Yeah. And Sainchai probably close to 300, a little over 300. So, yeah, definitely combined way over 400. They're going to be the main event. One got their one Friday fight night. They got a fight night on tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Today. Who is it? The main event is the bantamweight kickboxing champion, John Haggerty, is fighting the one bantamweight champion. Let me see. Yeah, Fabricio de Andrade. There you go. So both of these dudes are gonna fight each other for the one kickboxing championship. So the MMA fighters stepping into kickboxing. And the Muay Thai fighter is gonna be fighting into kickboxing. But the crazy thing is that Haggerty's had the titles in 2 different weight classes, so the shit is amazing. There's a grappling bout between Tyro Tolo, who's like mad young. He's like under 25, but he's really good in grappling. He'll be in there. The rest of the card is pretty cool. My homegirl Bo Meng is gonna be fighting. It's actually Meng Bo, but Chinese they say it backwards. And the rest of the card should be pretty solid. What else? Oh, yeah, there's boxing, but I only rounded out to 2 different boxing fights that you should pay attention to. Just two solid ones. If you're a fan of Fight TV, you could order the Don King pay-per-view event. Only in America, the 90-second celebration. It is on at 8 o'clock on Fight TV. Jesus Christ. He's still
in the game. Just face it. He's still in the game.
Yeah, he's there. He's there. Noel McCallan will be fighting Ilunga Makabu. Now, if you all remember, Makabu was the dude that Canelo was supposed to fight. Had he beaten Bivol, he was supposed to move up and fight Makabu for the cruiserweight title and try to fight. His plan was to fight Usyk. Was to try to fight Usyk before Usyk moved up in weight to heavyweight to fight Fury. That was his goal. And had he gotten the title against Makabu, he could have been able to do that. Or try to bulk up a little more and try to actually get a heavyweight title fight with Usyk. That was his wild ass goal. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was his thing. One way or another, he was going to try to fight Usyk, whether it was cruiserweight or heavyweight. But Bivol put a halt to all that when Bivol beat the brakes off of him. But yeah, man. I think Broner's supposed to fight on this card here, but I'm not sure. But that's gonna be the main event: McKaylen versus Ilunga Makabu. Jonathan Goudry will be fighting Jesus Escalara. Jesus Escalara kind of looks like Joel Ortiz, if you know who I'm talking about. Rapper from if I remember, I think he's from Brooklyn. Is it Brooklyn?
Brooklyn. Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. Dope rapper. He dope.
Yeah.
He dope.
Yeah, Trevor Bryan's fighting Cassius Chaney. Chaney a big dude too, man, but he's pretty solid. And they got Antonio Williams versus Antonio Perez, Battle of the Undefeateds. For the WBC FICAR box lightweight title. I don't know what the hell title that is. But yeah, they have that going on. And on Top Rank, our boy F.A. Ajagba is gonna be fighting again. He faces Joe Goodall. F.A. Ajagba, he was the guy who had that one fight where the other guy walked out he walked off the fight before the fight even started.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that he's the guy that caused that because they were supposed to fight. The other guy walked off. Everybody thought it was because he was scared of Ajagba, but it was because they were paying that dude. They're paying him like a bag of chips and a top pop. You know, it's crazy. He wanted to get paid more for the fight. Yeah, a bag of chips and a top pop. You know, so he said, "Hell nah." But yeah, Ajagba's last fight, I forgot the dude's name, but the dude hit him repeatedly below the belt, repeatedly in one round. I think he hit him like about 3-4 times or something like that. Just started dogging him, just hitting him, boom, boom, boom. He wasn't even really trying to fight to win. But the rest of the card is going to be pretty good because, Top Rank does their thing. Bob Arum does his thing with his undefeated guys, shows off his undefeated talents. So check that out. Which fights I'll tell you to watch and not to watch, that's up to you. But all I can tell you is that when you see some of these undefeated cats, you will be surprised. They get in the build. Not all of them are kind of, they really knocking people out and stuff like that. They still got things to work on because the level of talent is iffy. But they do good. But yeah, man. Outside of that, I talked about the kickboxing, BKFC. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to watching Saturday, UFC Brazil card. See if we can get some picks. See what's going on. That's all. I'm done.
So what should take on last weekend's battle, if you will?
What's up?
What's your take on last week's bout?
Oh no, he mentioned it when you had stepped away.
I mentioned it, but I'm saying though, it was a bout which was close. I thought Ngannou, if Ngannou would have pressed more, I think he could have got that win because it was low output between the two. Tyson Fury managed to edge it. But even though I say that, there is a level of uncertainty because of the whole weight of had he lost, would you still have him versus Usyk?
It's too much money.
That's
there was no way he was going to lose. I'm sorry, I got to interject.
Over the head. Exactly.
No way.
Over the head. So, I don't know if you guys heard, Ngannou, they're looking to put Ngannou in the rankings of the WBC.
Wow.
Which is nuts. We want to put him in the rankings. So he'll be officially ranked in the WBC.
That's a good look.
That is insane.
People are furious over the judgment, over the decision, over the outcome. People are furious over that.
Because I was talking to my brother today about it. I was talking to my brother earlier about it. And he goes, they couldn't risk it. They couldn't risk that man losing. And I was like, Frank Warren jumped on the mic real quick. You seen that after the fight when they're doing the talking in the ring. We were gonna fight in the December. I don't think we could do it December.
We can't do it December.
No, y'all just announced we seen December 23rd. Follow
Nicked
the
up.
dream. You put it out there.
But you knew the minute you looked at Fury's face, I said, mm-mm.
And now you want to wait till March?
Yep.
This man got beat up at the end of October. November, December, January, February. He got
If
March.
you want to run it back run it back in December. Run it back.
Let me tell you something. You want to run it back? You can run it back. Well, you still gotta fight Usyk.
Right.
This gotta happen. This gotta happen. They said my brother was telling me, my older brother. He goes, yo, man, they need a big fight by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You need a big fight by the end of the year. What are you gonna do?
Sounds to me like they're gonna let the holidays go by and then let everybody get back into it.
That's what I'm thinking too.
What about Eddie Hearn? Eddie Hearn coming on with Ariel talking about my guy AJ.
Man, we late. I know you don't like curse words in your shows.
It's all right. It's all right.
And it's late night. But yo, honest to God, fuck Eddie Hearn and fuck all that noise. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Honest to God. Listen. Eddie Hearn gonna hold out any fighter he got on his roster for the sake of the money and the opportunity. Yeah, Conor Benn. You see how they begging Conor Benn to come out there? They begging to try to get Eubank Conor Benn back. And Eubank is looking like, yo, I'm done with that. I'm going on my way. Hey, Carmen. Yeah, and yeah, you see, he goes,
what's up, Carmen?
Man, Eubank said, I'm past that now. He had his chance. I'm past that. What are you going to do? He needs a big fight. He needs a big fight with somebody out there, and then he can't get it.
Yep.
AJ need a fight. You got to give AJ AJ struggled with the guy that Wilder knocked out in one round.
Come on.
Then you gotta talk about, oh yeah, he can fight Ngannou. He can fight Ngannou.
AJ is shot.
Come on, man. You want AJ to fight somebody? You want AJ to fight somebody? Wilder right there. Wilder been chomping at the bit to fight your guy. Let Wilder fight your guy. So he can get his chin eviscerated. Let's see that. I want to see an evisceration. I want to see a UK evisceration. I want Wilder to walk into the O2 Arena or something like that against Anthony Joshua, just so he can put that chin away within 3 rounds. I would love to see that.
Yep.
And I believe it would happen. I believe it without a shot of a doubt. In my heart of hearts, it would take less than 3 rounds or less for Deontay Wilder to eviscerate Anthony Joshua's chin. Because all he needs to do is tap that chin once or twice with jabs and throw that right hand. No matter how good Joshua may think he is, or we used to see him, he's not that way no more. And he will get caught by that right hand.
Yeah.
We need the international fights to happen between the US and the UK guys. And that's the fight people want. But they're playing games. And that man don't want to risk it. Eddie Hearn don't want to risk it. He will talk it.
He will talk it. He'll talk it up.
Yes, but he will not risk it. No way. No way. They got to be a lot of money for him to risk it.
Talking about a lot of money. We were talking earlier today about Ric Flair signing a multi-year deal with AEW. And I hope it's more for his energy drink and maybe his mic skills than anything else. Because I do not want to see him back in the ring at the ripe age of 75.
He's not getting in the ring. Ric Flair's not getting in the ring anymore. He's done with the ring.
I hope so. He's been talking about he wants to fight. He wants to have one more wrestling match, a re-retirement match.
The last Ric Flair match.
I'm telling you, after that last one he had,
and that'll be it. But he don't need to wrestle no more. He's hurting. He don't need
Yeah.
to get his ass in the ring no more. People want to see it. People want to see him do his moves and do his craziness. I got all that. Rick, stay your ass out the ring, man. Come on, B. Come on.
You facts. You said
Come
it.
on.
Nick right on the head, man. You don't need
When
to, man.
WCW went down, he wrestled Sting just for tradition. When he went up against Shawn Michaels, he was fine. Ric Flair just damn near had a stroke 2-3 years ago, man. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this. Let you know, come in the ring, talk some junk, run when somebody comes in there. All you little young wrestling fans out there, stop trying to fight Ric Flair for some clout, man. Fight somebody in your weight class. Fight somebody in your age. Y'all stop this madness, man. We want to see some of the old.
Got a couple of news articles want to share with you guys
Sure.
for the week. Bosses. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Bosses. This is in the beautiful state of New York. Bosses can no longer access private social media of workers and job applicants. So your job is now banned from doing this in New York State. Lawmakers believe this is a major win to help keep your personal life protected from your job.
Yeah.
But it's still a double-edged sword because some of the things people are doing on social media can be detrimental to your job.
You go up there, you're talking crazy. I mean, you're not going to be protected by this, but in regards to it prohibits employers from requesting or requiring your username, login information, and passwords of personal accounts as a condition of hiring, as a condition of employment, or for use in disciplinary action.
I am in full support of that because your private life is your private life.
Yep.
But once again, there is a double-edged sword to that.
So lawmakers note that the explosion of social media has made personal information easier to access than ever before. Yeah, it's called Google.
Following and liking your job and still acting stupid on the internet, you idiots.
Yeah.
You got some employers making hiring and disciplinary decisions far beyond information that prospective and current employees share publicly. Because if people will share enough publicly about whatever the situation is, but requesting and demanding this information constitutes a serious invasion of privacy on behalf of the employer and may lead to issues of unfair and discriminatory hiring and admissions practices.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Mind you, all of us represent our employment when we work for them and they're paying us in one way, shape, form, or another, whether you want to be yourself or not.
Correct.
You can't be on the internet, I want to say, blatantly immature. I'm not going to tell anybody not to be themselves, but you can't be up there immature, ignorant, and I'll go ahead and make up a word, acting ungrown. You partying, that's one thing. You're hanging out with family, that's one thing. Y'all sitting around shooting the proverbial, that's another thing. It's the criminal aspect that could be used against you, and that could be a lawsuit against your employment due to any of your actions that we're facing more than anything. We actually talked about this in my training today.
Oh, so that's timely. So
social media, personal behavior on and off duty. Now, for my employment, on and off duty can be used against you. For a lot of jobs, and people don't realize this, what you do off the clock can mess up you coming back to work, and that's straight up. It is straight up. Y'all can play with it if you want to. And for those of you that don't care, a bunch of y'all probably ain't got a job in the first place. Y'all keep playing around, man. Let me get my bill. Let me shut
I will break the You're right, though. People want to wild out. Yeah.
You know, like you said, double-edged sword, because if you're acting like a fool online and you're saying crazy stuff and it gets back to your employer, or if there's any type of, you have an issue, let's say, with someone online, and that person then reports that specific issue or they take a snippet and report it to your employer.
There goes your job. And we
There
see
you
it.
go.
We see it. We see it every day.
How many folks
Yep.
on the internet that lost their jobs based on who they hang around or based on the clip somebody made on their ass? Y'all
Yep.
stop playing, man.
Yep.
Bunch of y'all do it for fun. That's why nobody talk to your ass. I'm about to go in. Let me sit back. I'm about to go in.
Yo. Oh my God.
I'm about to go in.
That's what the other one. Hey.
I might be on next. Y'all keep playing. I need to go to bed. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
The Hip Hop GrandMaster Awards. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
Nah.
The Hip Hop GrandMaster Awards are happening in like less than 2 weeks. This is awards ceremony that was put together by Ben and Felicia Horowitz from Andreessen Horowitz, Steve Stout, and Nas. It's happening in Vegas, and the beautiful thing about the event is they're honoring legends of the game who might not have, who might have signed a bad deal, who might not have received, proper payment. So the
you know who's getting the first award already?
Scarface and Rakim
Really?
are the inaugural recipients for this award. So I think it's cash money. It's like $500,000, and it's to help those hip hop artists that might not have health care and stuff like that. Because you got to think about it. It's like it's not a type of job that you have a pension and everything else like that. So just wanted to play this quick clip.
I remember this was a
Nas, Steve Stout, Andreessen Horowitz, co-founder Ben Horowitz, and his wife Felicia Horowitz have joined forces to not only pay homage to hip-hop greats, but also provide financial support. The group is behind the first ever Hip Hop GrandMaster Awards, which is set to honor artists Rakim and Scarface. According to the Paid in Full Foundation's website, of the event's proceeds, 100% will go to the foundation's programs to support hip-hop greats and other creatives. During an interview with Rap Radar podcast, Steve Stout revealed that the foundation will give $500,000 as well as health care to hip-hop contributors who didn't get what they deserved. The executive also shared that he and the team are making the Hip Hop GrandMasters Awards an annual event. Although it aligns with the 50th anniversary of hip hop, Steve Stout shared that the event was 2 years in the making as he worked with Horowitz, Nas, Fab Five Freddy, and Quincy Jones III, and more. The sold-out Hip Hop GrandMaster Awards will take place November 17th in Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's big. Fab Five Freddy.
If I was in a better position in life, I probably would have went.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great event, man.
I'm surprised the first award didn't go to the Cold Crush Brothers. I'm very surprised.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. I mean, you got to think about it.
That's true. I would have loved to have gone to Vegas for that. That's a Vegas would have lost their mind. They're going to have those awards in Las Vegas. Can you imagine how many rap fans that there really are who would go to that?
A lot.
Straight up.
A lot. Yeah, a lot. Old school.
That's a major event, and that's a major occasion that would draw a global audience. Big ups to the organization of that right there.
And for a big cause too, man.
Yes.
Because healthcare for the rappers is a real thing, man. You see a lot of these rappers pass away. They got, organ failure or something like that. When I think about it, I think about what happened to Black Rob, man. Black Rob,
Yes.
yeah. Black Rob's kidneys, yeah, kidney failure. And
You got
everybody was looking like, yo, where did he at? And yeah,
Right.
Black
yeah,
had the
You know.
kidney issue. Freeway had the kidney issue. Beanie
Mhm.
Siegel had another issue.
yeah.
We got to go back to the days of MC Trouble. I believe she was the first hip hop artist that passed away ever
Mhm.
that we know of. It's a lot. They can do a lot with this, and I
Yeah,
think we all need to tune in. Honestly, I
Yep.
think we all need to tune in.
yeah,
So hopefully they have it available on the internet for those that can't be there in person.
Like me.
Two other items. Nearly half of U.S. kids listen to podcasts every week. It goes without saying. Turn down my volume a little bit. As we can see, um, the all ears, the booming children and family podcast market talks about children's passion for podcasts have grown over the past year. Some key findings to this report: kids and podcast listeners are around 48% of U.S. children consume podcasts weekly, around 2/3 listening at least monthly. So these podcasts are family affairs. Nearly half of those, podcasters consume podcasts with the parent always or most of the time. So there used to be a time when you would be sitting there reading to your child. So now you're sitting there listening to podcasts. I mean, there'd be times when you'd be watching, um, a TV show with your child. And I remember, like a few years ago, remember that Netflix show about suicide or suicide prevention? And I remember something, a note went around in my son's school about, hey, don't let your child watch this show on their own. Here's some talking points about it because, it's all different types. We always talk about the word content.
Yes.
We have to be aware of what our kids are watching. So this article that's in Late Night Parents that was posted and aggregated to Late Night Parents talks about how children and parents discover podcasts and what they enjoy most, when and how they engage, and it talks a little bit about the UTA and the like.
You know what's crazy, Ted? And I want to jump in on
Mhm.
what you said. Look at the audience. Look at how it's grown with the kids.
Mhm.
When you go back, you're going to say that they pick it up from their friends, that they also pick it up on social media.
Yeah.
A lot of what we do, whether we realize it or not, kids are watching.
Of
So we got to
course.
be careful what's going on the internet.
yeah. Because them kids will pick it up, start doing that on their podcast. That's how you see
Damn.
all these weirdos show up. Yeah, you got a lot of these
You
crazies,
don't
man.
realize children will watch you and your behavior and emulate you. Are you acting like how you want to be seen on the internet? Period.
Yeah,
Y'all need to, boy.
This is the Amnesty Hour episode.
And I've been saying this for a minute, man. We do what we want to do on the internet. I don't think a bunch of you go back and watch yourselves. I damn sure know a bunch of you don't realize who's watching you.
right.
Y'all better check yourselves out there. I've been trying to do this shit for a minute. I've been trying to keep it light, keep it simple. Even when I lose, I give a little warning. Y'all don't even warn. Y'all just do it, then you don't care. Y'all better next topic, man. Let me do the Jim Jones.
This man said, let me sit down, let me sit down, let me. Tony,
Uh,
Ted always kept it clean. We always try to behave ourselves up here. We always try to keep ourselves mellow and cool.
yeah,
I don't know why Your broadcast alone shouldn't be at 100,000 millions of alone, for real. We try to keep it legit, but people want drama. People want issues. People want conflict because
Yeah.
that's what sells. We already know
Yeah.
sex sells. And I'm gonna throw it
Well,
out there. All you girls over there on Twitch getting your numbers, I ain't mad at y'all. A bunch of y'all instigating conversational motherfucker that be on Twitter, I understand it. A bunch of y'all
Oh,
drum heads who be on Facebook and Instagram, y'all ain't got nobody because everybody got tired of what you're doing. You put yourself to an extreme standard, and now you ain't got nobody watching what you're doing no more.
yeah.
You got to find a way to be able to talk to people, relate to people, and conversate with people without being an issue to people. That's half y'all's problem is.
Yo, Tony on a roll, man. Oh shoot. Oh,
last article.
what's happening?
Wanted to do this with Brian. We missed it last week. We missed Brian
Again.
last week. We missed him this week.
Again.
Americans don't trust the news media.
You know, that's the truth. That's been said
Brian,
a lot of my, at least half of my life. I've been hearing this for quite some time. This is not a new topic, though, straight up.
We will readdress this when we have Brian on here. But it's so true.
Because the Rangers won? Nah. Brian's an Astros fan.
Americans do not trust the news media. And
They have
this is a Gallup poll that talks about concerning trend of a record of 39% of Americans have zero trust in mass media, highlighting a crisis of confidence that spans across political affiliations.
Yep.
We'll get into this. I mean, I would really appreciate with Brian up there.
Let me see how
doing that topic.
I want to see tomorrow night looks for Brian. I think I'll be good if he wants to cover it. Brian needs an hour on that alone because of how he digs into it. He and I have talked about this on one occasion. I know how he's going to come with it. And that's going to be an interesting topic to a lot of people. This is not a new topic for all of us around for a minute. We've been hearing this for a while.
We're not talking about left-leaning news media or extreme right news media. We're talking about news media.
Yeah, in general.
And I think it's a great topic that we could cover.
Yeah.
Because everyone sees it from their specific point of view. I mean,
everybody sees it differently. I agree. A lot of what's been on the news has been exposed. A lot of how the news is being put out there has been exposed. Even your newspapers were edited. So a bunch of y'all who swear you don't watch the news, but you're listening to Google, Google can only give you what it's fed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if somebody controls what you feed it, you got a problem here, man.
You are just as stupid as the people you swear who watch the news are.
Exactly.
With your dumb asses. Sorry, bro.
So if you want to see some news, you gotta dig the research. You gotta go to the news where whatever's happening, where is it coming from? Go to that source and dig deep.
I don't watch the news, but I Google.
Nah, man.
Wait, hold on.
It's true.
Carmen says, just because I say I'm an expert on the Middle East doesn't make it true. That is true.
I don't even want to dig into that, man, because we've seen some people talk about that Middle East situation. They've gotten exposed themselves. So
man, I've got such a story to tell you guys offline about that I can't even share online.
Brian needs to broadcast. I'll just come on for him and let him talk. I've sat back and let Brian go 30 minutes, and he will do this.
I'm sure. So we're going to challenge him to it because we know he had to work his shift and everything else like that.
Yeah, he got to get up in the morning.
He had to get up in the morning, and we were jumping on late and everything else like that. So, do we want to? I mean, do we want to talk anything about football, or do we want to put that off for tomorrow, or if we're going to do this tomorrow, or
I saw an injury tonight. One of the players for the Titans, he got hit on the side. He was laid out for me. He didn't move. I think it's all right. I'm trying to see if we got a highlight on him.
Burks, yeah.
And I saw the
Carmen, I overslept. I overslept.
It would have been a good catch. It would have been a good catch too, but man just slammed hard. It was
yeah, like he hit his head on the ground. All I could see pretty much was like a little bit of a head hit, a little bit concussion wise.
Yeah,
because it looked like a clean tackle, and then he lost his balance. I may be wrong, but that's just what I saw, and I was like,
and he came in,
but okay,
caught it. He kind of caught it. Then when he went down, it just head boom.
Yeah, his head hit the ground.
His body twist, and then that was it. He was laid out.
Yeah, he was.
And you guys were giving me last Sunday. You guys were giving me a hard way to go. Not so much Mr. B. You guys were giving me a hard way to go when I was saying if Purdy got his bell rung on Sunday. Wait, Purdy got his bell rung like two games in a row.
Man, get out of Carmen, take care. Mm-hmm.
All right, Carmen. Purdy got his bell rung 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was just like, why would you throw? If you saw him get his bell rung, and I'm sorry, potentially go into concussion protocol, why would you just put him back out there? And now you're like, oh, we got a 2 or 3 game losing streak, and Brock Purdy isn't the person, and all that. And you had Sam Darnold ready to go.
Yeah.
Because they think Sam's going to lose the game. They don't have the faith in Sam they got with Purdy.
They don't trust.
We'll be honest. We talked about that. Darnold's not a bad QB. He just wasn't a superstar. He wasn't going to progress.
Yeah. And they made the mistake of trading Trey Lance.
Yep.
It's hubris.
And now you got a guy who's 25 here, shooken up after them 2 hits.
Yep.
Trying to play. And he going to push himself. But damn, how far are you gonna push yourself? Especially you gotta win. You gotta remember, last season this man was there playing, and everybody got to witness what happened to Tua. So it's like, bruh, you know what I mean?
We were talking about that at work when his hands was like this.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, come on.
You gotta remember that everybody witnessed last season what happened to Tua, and thank goodness Tua's playing fantastic football this season. That's one of the things I'm truly like, yeah, that's what's up. He's playing amazing football. But geez, like, think about it. Like last season, this dude, it looked like he was teetering possible early retirement, man.
Yeah. They want to play him again.
Like he's going to be paralyzed or at least neurologically off.
Yeah.
For the rest of his life. And I said something on my broadcast. I'm like, he don't need to have his ass back out there.
Yeah.
He came out 2 weeks later, and he been good. He got one more hit afterwards, but he been good.
Right.
Yep. Y'all don't get yourselves in a detrimental health situation just because we talking junk. I put that out to all athletes. Basketball, baseball, football, soccer, rugby, hockey, field hockey, tennis. I don't give a damn. You play volleyball, pickleball. Rest in peace, Matthew Bowie. All that craziness. Stop killing yourself.
One last thing.
Yes, sir.
Homeopathic medicine, dolphins having sex, and
I'm turning my camera off. I'm not doing this with
you. And Aaron Rodgers will be back by Thanksgiving. I'm like, he's obliterating any type of schedule.
This dude we seen weeks ago pass the football, walk around like nothing was happening.
Like nothing ever happened.
The other day, this man was chucking the ball again, talking and chilling like nobody's business.
Yep.
If this man he shows up in full uniform to play football, this year. I don't know the ideas of what is logical and what is illogical anymore. Seriously, we got to know secrets of what are you doing to rehab? Because that's not no plasma. That's no platelets and plasma. That's some
not.
other stuff, man.
That's
That's some other stuff.
yes.
Jojo, do me a favor. Write that down. Say that for next week.
Yeah.
I need to look at something because this tendon recovery within 3 to 4 months instead of the 18 months is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
It's unheard of. Yeah.
But he's
gotta
at
think about
some, that's some type of Achilles farm that he went to. Him and Dobbs. Wait, was it Dobbs?
Yeah.
A what
Right.
farm?
An
You gotta think about
Achilles
this.
farm.
What, to get a cadaver Achilles? A cadaver tendon?
I don't know. I'm just let's
What,
table
he
this.
has like a cadaver tendon that they put in? Because if you replace the tendon, you gotta get a cadaver tendon. You have to attach that tendon. Then you're gonna have to pump platelets and plasma.
Yes.
In a constant cycle.
Yep.
To make sure that thing bonds and heals correctly. First of all, you got to make sure your body accepts the tendon, the cadaver tendon. Then you have to pump that plasma and platelets.
And what? And also a couple of screws?
Nah, I think if I remember correctly, I think it goes, you're gonna have some serious stitching going on.
Okay.
But a lot of platelets going on. You're gonna have some metal. I think they have like clamps or something like that at first, and the stitching. Then, eventually, there may be screws dependent, but those like clamps and stitching. Then the platelets and plasma. Eventually, as the body accepts it, it starts to heal. But yeah, that takes like a year and change. People get injured with those type of injuries that you're gone for like a year at least.
I remember Adrian Peterson. He came back in less than a year, and people were looking like, what in the world? And I don't know if that was Achilles or the issue that Adrian Peterson had about 10 years ago. But this,
bro, we literally seen that shit pop out his back of his leg, bro.
Yes, we saw it. It jumped out of his leg.
Oh my god!
Just happened to Kirk Cousins. It happened to Kevin Durant.
Yep.
3 athletes we've seen with the same type of injury. Kevin Durant took his time coming back. These jokers coming back inside of 4 months. Come on, man.
We doing something secretive, man. I'm telling you, it's something secretive. This is high money, high pay medical service.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's what it is. Our paychecks are not touching that type of stuff. That's all I gotta say, man. What?
Our paychecks or our actions.
Yeah.
Tendons don't recover this fast, at least not that I've known. And maybe my medical history and my medical information has been late. But you're recovering tendons inside of 3-4 months.
I like this.
Yeah.
First of all, they got
oxygen treatment with that too. Then we got to think about
predictions about recovery.
Say it again.
Your predictions about to be correct.
I'm telling you, he comes back
season?
and goes scorch earth.
He coming to the Jets next season.
Oh, of course. His favorite target from the Raiders. Yes.
Yep.
Of course.
Kirk Cousins come to the Jets. Don't let Devontae Adams come to the Jets. Oh my God, we're gonna have to talk some major junk then.
I forgot about Adams coming to the Jets.
Devontae said he want to be out. He want to be out of here.
He want to be out. He's like, yo, I miss Yo, if you had to see him on Rich Eisen, he's like, yo,
I
I
saw him
miss
after the
Aaron.
game. I saw him after the game. He was furious.
Yeah.
He was
But
furious.
even before the game, he was Rich Eisen, who's on Roku. Rich Eisen moved his show strictly to Roku. I'm like, how much paper are they giving you to move your show to there?
Well, we know
Seriously.
somebody who's on Roku as well.
Information man. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
He's on Roku.
So
He's doing great.
Devontae Murray. Adams.
Devontae Adams.
Was like, I miss Aaron Rodgers. I stay in touch with him. We talk. We do this. And I'm like, geez. He'll be there.
That was his main QB. That was his main QB for years, and he got his numbers with him. It makes total sense.
He got him paid. Aaron Rodgers got him paid.
Yeah.
So the Jets don't have a lot of that economic room, from what I remember you saying. But
yeah, that money is tight.
See any of their receivers for Devontae Adams. No disrespect to the Jets receivers because they play. But Devontae Adams comes in, that's more fanfare, which means those players get screwed being sent somewhere else. Look at what the man's going through in Cleveland. They're improving. The Raiders got a decent team, decent offense. They just ain't winning no damn games. They just fired the coach.
Yo, Josh McDaniels, he's a failure.
And the GM.
Josh McDaniels is a failure.
As a head coach, Josh McDaniels is a failure. As an offensive coordinator, he is not.
No, and that's why people were bugging out about. Because they said, why would you put him as the head coach?
This is the second damn time that's happened to him because he was the head coach of the Broncos and it didn't work.
Right.
Somebody else who's better as a coordinator than a coach, I hate to say it, going to be damn Todd Bowles. Great defensive coordinator, not good as a head coach. Your man, Romeo Crennel, great coordinator, not good as a head coach. These are some of the issues to look at.
Agreed.
Your man, Charlie Weiss, I think it was, used to be a coordinator with the Patriots.
Charlie Weiss, yes.
Couldn't do that. So the Raiders, I don't know.
Some guys are good as the number two person.
Yeah.
Now
they got
in charge, but then it's not always going to work. Because to Mike McCarthy is working for him down there in Dallas. You got problems in San Francisco with your boy that was out there, Dan Quinn. Everybody know that name, and I hate to say it. But he will go down as the man who was over the Falcons when they lost that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do, spreading everything out there and all the way around, but what you got happening right now in football, it's looking like your favorites. I'll throw this out there, but okay, we're going to go Bell Kings without go Bell Kings real quick. I ain't mean to take off. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my mind right. I have Phillies and the Chiefs. Philadelphia Eagles and Chiefs, Super Bowl favorites, AFC, NFC, AFC, bumping. Behind them, I have San Francisco, who ain't looking 100% right now.
No.
So you know who's moving up in the NFC rankings. We're going to hate to say it, but we can talk right now. It's Dallas. Cowboys
I don't trust
looking
them.
right. I don't trust them either, but name another NFC team better than them right now.
Yeah,
no, I can't.
Thank you. And you know what the bad part was? It was the 49ers.
I can see Chiefs, Eagles once again.
But NFC-wise, it was the 49ers. So Dallas will move up there. AFC-wise, I'm putting Miami number 2 right behind Kansas City. Can't nobody. Brian likes Jacksonville. I hear you. We talked about this last Sunday. Miami is the number 2 team in the AFC right now. And that's only because they ain't been to the Super Bowl forever, and Kansas City has, and they won.
And they're about to play each other this weekend. That's gonna
9:30 a.m. game. 9:30 in the morning.
Sunday morning broadcast. I know y'all may not be there, but I gotta let y'all know. These are some ugly games coming up this weekend. These are gonna be tough.
Yes.
But wait a minute.
This is gonna be a tough week.
And it's daylight savings time this week.
Yep.
I got you.
Yep. And I'm
one of the games is in Germany.
Yeah.
Bro.
For the next 2 weeks, Frankfurt, Germany.
Sunday
got
night.
tough games this weekend, y'all. Straight
Sunday
up.
night. Bills, Bengals,
Sundays,
man.
bro.
Bills, Bengals. That's what I'm talking about.
Cowboys, Eagles.
Cowboys, Eagles, Bills, Bengals.
I think Dolphins and Chiefs.
Dolphins.
Yep.
Chiefs.
Cowboys, Eagles.
Yeah.
Seahawks versus the Ravens.
The Seahawks
Come
and
on.
Ravens for the 1 o'clock game.
Come on, JJ. Read them off. Read them off.
Yeah, those are like the really high end games.
Think about that.
This might
Bears
be a make or
versus
break.
Saints. Bears versus Saints, and the Saints have been turning it around for themselves quite a
They
bit.
gave the ball to Alvin Kamara.
Yep. Vikings
So
will play the Falcons. That should be all right. Commanders versus Patriots.
I don't know about that.
Buccaneers versus Texans.
Be careful of that game.
I might root for the Buccaneers in that one.
I might not watch Red Zone this week. I might just watch a 9:30 game, a 1 o'clock game, a 4:30 game, and then an 8 o'clock game.
The Browns got an easy one. The Browns got to play the Cardinals this weekend, this Sunday.
That's going to be a tough one too, honestly. I wouldn't
Browns
sleep on that
Cardinals?
game if I was you. Yeah, Cardinals and
Panthers.
Browns. Colts Panthers going to be Panthers are in shambles. I don't care.
Yeah,
they won last week, yeah, but they in shambles. They're trying to mess. They're trying to get. Maybe they'll do what Jacksonville did late in the season and start getting themselves together. I got that. Minnesota's about to be done. The Vikings are about to be through.
See the Chargers versus the Jets on Monday, and we got the Giants Raiders. But yo, you seen the advertisement for the Black Friday game?
Yes.
I'm scared.
Miami versus the Jets.
Jets. That's the game.
Versus Dolphins.
Aaron Rodgers returns.
They are wildin'.
That's the game he returns.
Oh my God.
3 o'clock
Black
game.
Friday game on Friday.
The 3 o'clock Black Friday game. Aaron Rodgers will be back for that game.
And everybody going to be off.
My birthday gift is to watch the Jets play the Dolphins. That's it.
Yeah.
On Black Friday.
On Friday, yeah.
I'll be out of town that weekend.
My birthday
is Earth.
Yeah, I'll probably be hung up because your birthday's right after mine. I remember.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah, let's hope Aaron Rodgers shows up, man. Because if we ain't get no Aaron Rodgers, man, I feel bad for Zach Wilson. I feel bad. I feel bad for those kids.
Hard to watch.
But they're underdogs, man. But they've been.
I don't know. Zach Wilson and them look pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. They pulled through to beat Philly. Man.
It's all about Hackett. It's all about Nathaniel Hackett and the plays he calls for Zach. If he lets Zach air it out, then it's going to be a different type of game. But if he calls a conservative game, it's going to be ground and pound.
Yeah.
It's going to be an ugly weekend. What we talking about? So I'm going to get to a Sunday.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yo, I think that's about it. We're going to shut it down. We're about 80 minutes in. I know we got a late start, but we kind of covered our topics. Mr. B, where can we find you?
You can find me on the app formerly known as Twitter. New Year, same B at Mr. B 1986. You can catch me on the app OK Live, Mr. B. Whenever fights are going on, I am out here to stream those things. Thank God my phone is working, because if my phone wasn't working, that was going to suck. But it got through. So we're going to do that. Because I was out 2 days without the phone because I had a situation here in my house. Water got into the phone. Phone shut off. I had to turn it off. Got dry. Came back. So that's what happened. But yeah, man, catch me on those two. OK Live and the app formerly known as Twitter. Yes, sir.
Tony D, where can we find you?
Word, man.
Excuse me. Where can't we find you?
Oh snap!
You probably can't find me on OnlyFans because I ain't there. See me, somebody made up their live, report their ass. Follow me in Linktree, Tony D. Dot Original. I'm starting to wind down. I pop my pill. I'm about to go to sleep. All over me tonight, man. Been a busy night up here broadcasting. You'll probably see me up this weekend. Trying to take it easy for
I
the
am
most part.
definitely going to turn on the broadcast and watch it on the big screen. Get my popcorn and sit there and enjoy.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all, man. But definitely Sunday morning, Bill Kings Fantasy Football League. Y'all should see me up there. Last weekend was a good weekend.
So tell me this much. Since the game starts at 9:30, what time is this week's Belt King going to be? Is it going to be before the 9:30?
No.
Okay.
No.
You're gonna have to do it at the time, yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be there. I could do it early, but ain't nobody gonna be there.
Yeah, you gotta do it at the regular time.
Listen, I don't want to get accused of trying to run my show solo from now on. But no, I'll probably do the 10:30 game. Last weekend was good, man. Rich was there, Ted was there, Brown was there, Bathurst popped in, JoJo came in. We had a good one. It was a long, bro. I was actually listening to it when I was driving up here, and I was tripping out. But that was some of what I wanted to see. A bunch of us get together. Shout out to Smoke for trying to get in. I don't know what happened.
It was almost at Avengers Assemble level where everyone was up there.
Right.
Almost. But it was good. And it had me excited in the gratitude section at the end. As much as we get tired of gratitude, y'all might want to listen to what we said.
Oh,
because a bunch of us meant that for real. Appreciate you, Ted, as always. JoJo, you already know what it is, man. We got
This is Ted Hicks. We're out.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.